the first part of this book, and today is second part. Thanks Clay for this book. Thanks my teacher Ulana Alexandrovna, my English teacher, and thanks my father who motivated me. So let's read.
The second part.
The second part. How they bring back the village of cream puffs when the wind blows it away. A girl named Wingtip the Speak came to the village of liver and onions to visit her uncle and her uncle's uncle on her mother's side, and her uncle and her uncle's uncle on her father's side. It was the first time the four uncles had a chance to see their little relation, their niece. Each one of the four uncles was proud of the blue eyes of Wingtip the Speak. The two uncles on her mother's side took a tall, long, deep look into her blue eyes and said, "Her eyes are so blue, such a clear light blue. They are same as cornflowers, with blue raindrops shining and dancing on the silver leaves after a sun shower in any of the summer months." And the two uncles on her father's side, after taking a long, deep look into the eyes of Wingtip the Speak, "Her eyes are so blue, such a clear light and shining blue. They are same as the cornflowers, with blue raindrops shining and dancing of the silver leaves after a sun shower in any of the summer months." And that Wingtip the Speak didn't listen and didn't hear what the uncle said about her blue eyes. She did say to herself when they were not listening, "I know these are sweet uncles, and I'm going to have a sweet time visiting my relatives." The four uncles say to her, "Will you let us ask you two questions? First the first question, and second the second question." "I will let you ask me 50 questions this morning, 50 questions tomorrow morning, and 50 questions any morning. I like to listen to questions." They sleep on one ear and sleep out of the other. Then the uncles asked her the first question first. "Where do you come from?" And their second question second. "Why do you have two freckles on your chin?" "Answering your first question first," said Wingtip the Speak, "I come from the village of Cream Puffs, a little light village on the upland corn prairie. From a long ways off, it looks like a little hat you could wear on the end of your thumb to keep the rain off your thumb." "Tell us more," said one uncle. "Tell us much," said another uncle. "Tell it without stopping," added another uncle. "In rapturous snicks," murmured the last of the uncles. It is a light little village up the upland corn prairie. Many miles past the sunset in the west," went on Wingtip the Speak. "It is like the same as a cream puff is like. It sits all by itself on the big long prairie where the prairie goes up in the slope. There on the slope the ones play around the village. They sit it wind sun, summer wind sun in summer, and winter wind sun in winter. And sometimes, like an accident, the wind gets rough."
Wind.
Root.
Wind.
Root.
Wind. Wind.
Wind gets rough. And when the wind gets rough, it picks up all the little village of cream puffs and blows it away off in the sky, all by itself." "Oh," said one uncle. Said the other three uncles. "Now the people in the village all understand the winds with their wind songs in summer and winter, and they understand the rat wind who comes sometimes and picks up the village and blows it away off high in the sky all by itself. If you go to the public square in the middle of the village, you will see a big round house. If you take the top of the round house, you will see a big spool with a long string winding up around the spool. Now, whenever a rough wind comes and picks up the village and blows it away off high in the sky all by itself, when the string winds loose off the spool, because the village is fastened to the string, so the rough wind blows and blows, and the string of the spool winds looser and looser the farther the village goes blowing away off into the sky all by itself. Then, at last, when the rough wind, so forgetful, so careless, has had all the fun it wants, then the people of the village all come together and begin to weed up the spool and bring back the village where it was before. "Oh," said one uncle. Said the other three uncles. "And sometimes, when you come to the village to see your little relation, your niece, who has 4 such sweet uncles, maybe she will lead you through the middle of the city to the public square and show you the roundhouse. They call it the roundhouse of the big spool. And they are proud because it was down up and is there to show when visitors come. And now, will you answer the second question second? Why do you have 2 freckles on your cheek?" interrupted the uncle who has said before. "Interruption, sneaks. The freckles are put on," answered Wing T. "They speak. When a girl goes away from the village of cream puffs, her mother puts on 2 freckles on the cheek. Each freckle must be the same as a little burnt cream puff kept in the oven too long. After one, the 2 freckles looking like 2 little burnt cream puffs are put on their chin. They remind the girl every morning when she combs her hair and looks in the looking glass. They remind her where she came from and she mustn't stay away too long." "Oh," said one uncle. Said the other 3 uncles. And they talked among each other afterward, the 4 uncles by themselves, saying, "She was a gift. It is her eyes. They are so blue, such a clear bright blue, the same as cornflowers, with blue raindrops shining and dancing on silver leaves after a sun shower in any of the summer months." At the same time, Wingtip the Speak was saying to herself, "I know for sure now. These are sweet uncles, and I'm going to have a sweet time visiting my relations." Thanks again, Clay. I'm very happy because I have this beautiful book. Well, have a happy day.
Okay, what about you have kind of vocabulary
Yes.
notes?
Yes, of
So you
course.
don't only read, you just try to learn some words.
Yes, I can read them.
No, you just show it. Okay, so thank you. We
Have
are
a
in
good
an
day.
amusement park in Ivano-Frankivsk. Last days of warm autumn. And congratulations on elections.